But we're gonna get into the main fight. We're gonna touch on a few fights, but the main fight, the biggest fight of the night,
Haney.
Devin Haney, Regis Prograis.
Yes, sir.
Masterclass performance by
Absolutely.
Devin
Yeah.
We got to give love to Zay, yo. This is why we call him
Zaystradamus,
yo.
Yeah, yo.
Zay-
You Negro Damas, yo.
Negradamus is where we got it from.
Yeah.
Zaystradamus. The whole reason we give him that is because of his foresight.
Yeah.
The foresight is something that we cherish
Yeah.
in this podcast. So he's been saying for months now, even when we was on personal convos, that Haney should be a little bit higher in weight.
Yeah, he's like, he's weight drained. Because after the Lomo, I ain't gonna lie, I felt Lomo beat him. So I'm like, say like, yo, he not at the right weight. He's dehydrated. His punch resistance. I'm like, I
told you, like everybody was pointing to the. Of course, you could see it in the weigh-ins, but I kept looking at the punch resistance.
Yeah,
that's what people wasn't talking about. Like I was like, I've never known him before this to really have a shaky chin, but it was several times he would get hit with shots, and it's just like, it's like you gotta like have some that water around your brain and in your body. Like you gotta have that. And I think I've been talking about for like 3 fights. It was even. I think it was right before the long. I was like, I think he needs to move up.
Yeah.
I think he needs to move up
for a long time.
I think he needs to move up. I was like, he can't be playing those games like that. Like you get cooked out here. That's why Stevenson fight. I was like, he don't need to fight him at that weight. Like he's too good of a fighter and young and in his prime. Where it's like
that's why he sent him bottles from the club and shit. He knew what he was doing. Shakur knew what he was doing. Shakur knew
he was
what
trying to play it
doing.
right. I'm gonna keep it real.
Facts.
That's playing it right.
The corner knew too.
If he would have been able to get him at 135,
the corner knew.
It's a smart move.
His corner knew what
the team. That's what they're supposed to do.
Is this the most dominant Devin has looked in a while? Because I'm like, maybe the second Cambosis
I'm not mad
he
at
dominated
that.
him
I'm not
that
mad
fight.
at tape.
Yeah.
But I don't think Prograis won a round.
No.
Yeah, I'm like, that was a very good performance.
What I was saying is
he looked bigger.
Excellent
he looked bigger than him.
He looked more in shape. He looked everything that you need to say from a person fighting in that division to dominate is what Haney did.
And we was skeptical about his power because I'm the one, like, even your boy, I'm not going to say his name because it's another boxing platform and I don't know him, but they say he was throwing pillows. He was throwing hard shots today, yo. He knocked him down once.
Let me say this too. Mike was skeptical about his
I was very skeptical.
I'm not skeptical about Haney's
I
power.
don't look. Devin Haney don't got one punch knockout.
You were skeptical about his power.
Not his power, yo. The main thing was the weight.
I was skeptical.
The shit Zay was saying, yo, the weight that they coming in at.
Because I think
he come in looking good, like how he looked tonight. If he looked like how he looked tonight versus Loma, I'm picking him, and I'm not skeptical over anything. But he can't because of the weight that they came in at. That's the whole difference. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying right now. I didn't mean to say that to sound like no shit.
No, that's good. It's good.
No,
it's good for the conversation.
My whole thing is like he's not a one punch knockout power person. But I said this before. I was like, yo, when he moves up, I think he's going to get a little bit strong. His pop is going to get a little bit strong because he's going to feel naturally like it's closer to his weight.
He showed that jab can keep an opponent at bay, bro. He was cracking him with the jabs, bro.
We're gonna get into the fight a little bit. I mean, it ain't gonna be. It's a lot of the same thing.
Obviously one-sided.
But what I will say is, Regis spoke about it real quickly after the fight. He was like, his power surprised him a little bit. He said, like I just said, it wasn't like one punch, but he was like, when it hit you clean, when you ain't see it coming. He said you felt it. Regis, I'm gonna say this. Regis kept it real honorable after the fight. Yo.
He wasn't copping please, and
he gave a lot of respect to his speed too.
Yeah,
he gave a lot of respect to that.
And that's what looked sharp, bro.
The speed and the power was different.
He only got hit with like 2 shots the whole fight to me.
From the very first round,
he got hit a few
times. Got hit a few times.
I'm talking about like hard shots where he was like,
he had a jab.
He got one to the body and then he got a couple to the body.
Crosses.
He got caught with a
that right
midway through.
That right was open the whole time, yo. Anything he had with that right was pretty much open.
But from the very first go, like you could just tell, like he just couldn't deal with the jab and the speed, the footwork. It was just a little too much. Like, and we was talking. I was like, Mike was thinking he was a little more like nervous or whatever. I was like, he's not nervous. He can't figure him out, yo.
Yeah.
And sometimes when that speed, that jab, especially if the jab is working smooth, it's too much. And I said the first 2 rounds, he kept missing the right hand. Devin Haney kept missing it, but he saw it. Normally, when you see it that early, especially if you worked on it in training and all of that, you know, I'm going to get him with it. Yeah. And they would think it was the third round. He finally got him with it. But I was like, he sees it.
Yeah.
He's just a little off because they still warming up and stuff like that. And Regis still a little fresh. And once he cracked him, when he knocked him down, was it the third round, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah.
That was the third round? Yeah.
That's the first knockout?
That was the first knockdown, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did he knock him down again after that? Shoot, we right after the joint.
Listen.
He hurt him
us in the
like
comments,
10th or
let us
11th.
know.
He started,
this is
he started slapping him up
we
like
ain't
the
taking
10th
no
or
notes
11th.
on
It was looking a little crazy at one point. We thought he was going to definitely stop him.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we don't, like, there's not so much in-depth you have to go with it. It was the footwork, the speed,
Beat him
the
down.
timing. Yeah. He looked strong. He looked healthy.
It was a good fight.
And it was, stylistically, it was a good matchup for him. So, but at the same time, like, Regis, if you not sharp, Regis gonna make it a rough, rugged, tough fight for you, and he wasn't able to do that.
Yeah,
34. That boy, 34 years old. He know what he's doing in that ring.
Yeah, he know what he's doing. I mean, like, and that was a big fight. That was his biggest fight. So you know, Regis took it extremely serious. You know? So it wasn't like he just went in there to collect the check.
This was his Mayweather shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he
trying to get in
here
and
to win
doing
that
his
fight.
thing.
And listen, like, I wish Regis was able to do more, but sometimes you just can't do more for dudes that much better than you. I want to see him in other fights after. There's some match. He has to get matched up right. You don't want to if you're his team, his matchmaker, his promoter.